Today we're going to talk about question behaviors. First, display logic. This will come in handy when you want to customize your survey depending on certain answers. So I want to make sure that the participants have been to both Duff's and Anchor Bar beforehand. So in order for this question to show, I'm going to click on display logic, click on the last question, and only if the answer yes is selected, then the next question would show. I'm going to show you not in page. Have you been to both Duff's and Anchor Bar? So I'm going to say yes, and then I get this question based on my preferences on Duff's and Anchor Bar. But if I said no or only one of the two, it goes to the next question. Let's say I want to look into a little bit more information for those that found presenting a topic to a room of 1,000 people challenging and not challenging. So I created this new question. For right now, I want to add some logic to this. So I want this to display. So based on the last question, those that found not challenging at all is not selected, so that means they found challenging in some capacity. I like to do it in page. That way it will show up on the same page, because sometimes if they move to the next page, they'll forget how they answered the question. Now let's say you want to have a default choice. So you can actually click on default choices. I want not challenging at all selected. Hit save. So because I have it as not challenging at all, and my logic was anything but not challenging at all, my question doesn't pop up. But if I click on any of these, it pops up below. Now let's say I want to ask a question for those participants on why they didn't find it challenging at all. Click on this question, display logic. Question 2, did not find challenging at all, is selected. And I wanted to have it in page. Those that select not challenging at all, I want them to give a little explanation maybe on why. So if I do the not challenging at all, it automatically comes up with this. And if I select something else, it'll come up with one of the other options. The next type of question behavior we're going to go over is skip logic. So say not everyone attended the PD last month, so you want to ask them a question beforehand. I use the suggested choices, but I want to just have yes or no. So if they didn't attend the PD, I just want them to skip this question. Skip from this question to question 11 if no is selected. So that means if they say no, they won't answer this question. So did you attend our last PD on applying emerging technology in the workplace last month? No, I did not. And to go back to this question, if I did yes, this question now appears. Let's say we want to focus on participants that have spent a lot of money on entertainment. That's something that we want to help in this survey. So let's say if they've spent more than 50%, those are the people that we want to include in future focus groups. Those are the people we're trying to help. Click on the question, go to skip logic, is less than, let's say 50, they can go right to the end of the survey. Anyone that scores less than 50% in entertainment, we don't want you part of the survey. We're not going to want to ask you to fill out your information.